Hey everybody, Sweaty Mike here, back for another Mike's Militaria kind of product update and reminder video for those of you that might be new subscribers, new viewers, and didn't know that I have a military surplus business. Anyway, so I made a video a while back about, I think it was a funny video, or half funny, half serious video about how to spell like a YouTube troll account, or if you see some really like just super exorbitantly negative comment, what you can tend to expect when you click on their profile. And I was wearing this exact setup. I have my reproduction German .44 tunic on, and then I also have a German .44 pattern, but in a modern kind of application. We've got a boonie hat. I like these. They're one of my favorite pieces of headgear because they're functional, they're lightweight, and if you wear them out in the summer, nobody's going to really think twice. They don't look really anything out of the ordinary. They're very comfortable. I've been wearing them since I was a kid, and that's just my thing. A lot of people don't like them, but that's fine. Now, a goal of mine for a while has been to start doing like modern cut, like BDU cuts, possibly ACU cuts, even though I don't really like that because of the Velcro. But anyway, just a modern kind of uniform, or like Vietnam jungle fatigues in a modern pattern or a historic pattern that isn't really common or widely seen, but people all like it. Historic material like this is actually very hard to get. It's very... somebody has to order thousands of meters of this stuff to make it worth it for the mill and everything, and just like that. So there's not a lot of people that are actually willing to do that. And the end result is that you get uniforms generally that are so expensive that very few people can buy them, and it's not really a good thing. Now the trick is trying to find somebody who's already ahead of you in that department and has already taken the plunge and bought the material and is now willing to make pretty much anything you ask them to. Well, this place that I found, we had done business years ago, and then now they're making these boonie hats out of herringbone twill, which is like a cotton material. If you don't know what that is, it's a little bit heavier than the modern uniforms and stuff. .44 boonie hat. So this is a modern cut boonie hat. You see it's got the nice little chin strap with the cinch thing there and the little air vents right here. And I love these, and especially because they're in a really cool pattern that a lot of people love and want to see like modern cuts made out of. So these are available on the website. I'm just going to put a link to my website in the description, and you guys can search for these on there. Search .44. These will pop up. I currently have these in stock. Not many of them, and they are moving fairly quick. But just if you want one, that's where you can get one. They're really cool. You'll be very unique walking around, and you'll find your fellow World War II nerds that go, "Oh my God, is that .44 guaranteed?" So, I mean, I'm not going to guarantee that, but you know what I mean. It's kind of like a fun little challenge. I mean, if I saw somebody walking around with one of these, it's not me, I'd be like, that's cool. So, yeah, anyway. And the next project we're working on is, he sent me this pattern, is the World War II U.S. frog skin camouflage, or like the USMC camo. Some of it was used in Europe, but not as widely. So this is a little bit lighter weight herringbone twill material, but it still is the same thing, the same cut. You got the nice little chin strap right here. And so we're going to be getting these available. These are available right now for what I call a pre-order, where I have them on order, but every time you order it now, from now until like probably about a week from now when they start production, I'll be able to add your size to my current order, so you're guaranteed to get your size before they sell out, because once I get them, I'm just going to have them in stock, out of stock. So if you want one, do that. Estimated time on these is 6 to 8 weeks. However, I say that because I want to give myself as much time as possible. Usually it's about 3 to 4 weeks tops before these arrive. So last time it was about 3 or 4 weeks for the .44 caps. A lot of people bought them, and everybody was pretty happy with them. They love them a lot, including myself. So those are both on the site. Type in frog skin on the search and mikesmilitaria.com, and you'll find those hats. Now, a few refreshers of products that I've got, and one that's I just put up the other day that's actually selling pretty well, and they're really cool. Again, I keep a lot of what I buy because it's practical, it's useful, and all that stuff. We've got these little Esbit stoves, right? So these are very popular. These have been in use since before the Second World War with the German military. And yeah, what you do is you open it up like this, and you set your mess kit or your cup or whatever on top of it. And you put a little bit of a fuel, either gel or a bar or tablet or something like that right here. And it cooks it pretty well. It cooks it pretty quick. So anyway, these little things are very compact. It'd be great for hiking and camping and stuff. You just throw them in your backpack. They don't take up a lot of space. They're very lightweight. So those are popular. If you know what those are on the website too. A couple things, and then I'll try to speed through these because these are already a thing. I forgot that I even had these until I was moving some stuff. So these are really cool. These are original German olive drab Bundesfare moleskin unissued pants. I only have size 30-inch waist by 30-inch inseam, but a lot of people that fits. Everybody who's bought these so far is like, wow, those are fantastic, and bought a couple more pairs. Once these are gone, these are very hard to get. Moleskin is getting extremely hard to find, and it's one of my favorite materials. Someday I'll find an original set in my size, but here's to hoping. But yeah, I've got those on the site. These are really durable, super comfortable, and they don't look super military, so they're very popular for that reason if you don't want to be walking around with military looking stuff on. Once these sell out, guys, indefinitely I cannot get these anymore. This is it. This is what I have here, which have also been selling fast. This is the last of the line for these Czechoslovakian VZ80 medical kits. Now this is just a random one I'm opening up. It's got the contents are going to vary, like I say in the description, but here's just an example of what you might get. Bandages and stuff right there. You got some tape. I've showed these in other videos, and these are also a super popular product. And I use one of these personally with a few modern pieces of medical equipment supplemented in there. Like combat gauze, Israeli bandages, tourniquets, and stuff like that. But a lot of people said that they've used these for like their range bag or something like that if they're going out for a day. And that a lot of people just keep them in their vehicles just in case something happens, supplemented with new stuff, or just as is. They're also very collectible. These things, for some reason, a lot of people sell the individual contents or components separately, and people love that. Now, one more thing that I think, I mean, we're getting to the middle of summer now, so it's about time. And people are buying these a lot too. It's better to prepare now. And, you know, I'm not planning on getting any more of these for a while, but these are these Polish WZ93. I forgot the name for them, the Polish name. There's a nickname for them. Basically, they're a field jacket or a parka kind of mixed. And this is what I actually personally wear in the winter, because up here it gets very cold in Wisconsin, in northern Wisconsin. It gets below zero for a good chunk of the winter. Those coats are fantastic. They're very comfortable. They look pretty cool. I mean, Pantera camouflage, it just looks great. And so those are up there. I got that from that shipment that was stuck in customs in November. It just took me a little bit longer to get these counted and separated because I had to get everything else, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, those are up on the site now. I've got size large, got a bunch of those, medium, small, and I think a couple extra smalls left. And then once they're gone, I don't know when I'm going to be getting them the next time. Speaking of Polish stuff, these things are back in stock and selling very well. I still got quite a few of them left. My supplier said that their stock is dwindling on these. These are Polish WZ2000 Kevlar helmets. Now, if you look at the ballistic tests that I put on the description, or in the description on the website of these things, it fared pretty decently as far as results are concerned. Very comparable to a Pasget, but also very much harder to find, so it's got some collector's value, as well as I believe it's a little bit lighter and thinner, and the liner is a lot more comfortable than a Pasget. Those are on there. And in this batch, I did get a couple of these. A couple of them already went out. I got some hand-painted desert camo jobs. These are going to probably be used in Iraq or Afghanistan, and soldiers painted their individual helmets this color. I did not do this. You can tell it's as old as, you know, the rest of the wear on the helmet. So I'll be setting this out randomly. I'm not going to sell this one separately. I sold the ones with the covers separate because whatever. But so yeah, maybe you'll get lucky and get this particular one. It's a pretty cool helmet. It's actually in pretty good shape too. And then last but not least, certainly not least, very popular as well, is a lot of these British Mark 6 ballistic nylon helmets. So these are very collectible, and they're really cool helmets because they're part of the 80s and 90s and kind of the modernization of, you know, these NATO militaries. It's a very iconic piece of equipment. It's got a very unique appearance to it, and it was used for quite a long time. So I got these, and most of them are in pretty good shape. Some of them are more used, but I weeded out the ones that were, you know, not really good to sell as a grade 1, which I'll sell them later as a grade 2. So British Mark 6 ballistic nylon helmets, also fairly hard to get, especially with decent sizing and decent condition. So, all right, that is all I've got. If you've got any questions, feel free to throw them down in the comments. If you don't, and you already got your shopping cart going with one of these hats or helmets or jackets or whatever, good for you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all my customers. You guys are awesome. You've been keeping me very busy this year, which is a good problem to have. But yeah, I'll start making more YouTube content because things I finally got caught up on shipping that I was behind on since February consistently. So I'm caught up now. Bring it on. We'll get these orders out as hopefully, you know, sooner when they order than I have been doing, because now I'm caught up and now I'm making more YouTube content. Now I'm at the point where I'm talking in circles. Again, thank you so much everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.